thing about Vaughn Premium. Vaughn Premium for people who are serious about improving their English.
Infórmate del curso intensivo Vaughan Premium en el 91-133-5833.
Hola, queridos oyentes. Quería hablaros un poco de los cursos intensivos en grupos reducidos que tenemos 1 o 2 veces a la semana porque, yo me acuerdo cuando empecé a dar clases en Vaughan ahí por el 2006 y me acuerdo de la dinámica que hemos tenido en esos cursos. Eran, grupos reducidos de 5 o 6 personas y, claro, al principio nadie ni sabía inglés ni conocía a sus compañeros y a lo largo de esos 3 meses que dura ese trimestral, pues se ha formado un grupo realmente bonito. Se han formado amistades, la gente aprendía muchísimo y era una manera muy divertida y muy amena de pasar las tardes, 2 veces o 3 veces a la semana. Entonces os animo mucho a apuntaros a esos cursos intensivos o trimestrales que tenemos y si queréis llamadnos para más información al 91 133 5833.
Ay, sería genial tener un campamento para mis hijos totalmente en inglés y que encima fuesen campamentos temáticos para que se lo pasaran genial. Caballeros y princesas, Harry Potter, máquinas del tiempo, talent show. Pues si encima no tuviesen que salir de Madrid, eso sería fantástico. Y si además no tuvieran que dormir fuera de casa y pudieran volver el mismo día, ¿tendrán algo así los de Vaughan?
Lo tenemos. Se llama Urban Camps. Llámanos al 91-133-5832 y te lo contaremos todo. 91-133-5832. Este verano tus hijos van a vivir un montón de aventuras en inglés. Y sin salir de Madrid, en los Urban Camps tenemos un montón de aventuras y temáticas disponibles y todo sin que los peques tengan que dormir fuera de casa. Tu reserva ya en campamentosvaughan.com. Urban Camps, aventuras en inglés. No las dejes escapar. Disfruta de los Urban Camps en Las Rozas, Colegio Europeo de Madrid, en Aluche, Colegio Santa Gema Galgani, Las Tablas, Colegio Estudiantes, en Metropolitano, Ciudad Universitaria, CMU Isabel de España y en Arganda, Colegio Say Virgen de la Soledad. Infórmate de los campamentos de Vaughan en campamentosvaughan.com. Aquí comienza Inglés Online TVE.
Everybody, welcome. Hello. Hi there. Hi, everybody. We're back. I'm sorry I was gone. Well, I wasn't gone. I was here yesterday, but I was, I had an hour and a half version of the Drive Time show yesterday. So today we return to form and we will do a double episode. Oh my gosh. I know it's exciting, but we're going to review. We're going to squeeze in 2 classes. We're going to review the content from class 78 which was yesterday on the TV, I know, I'm sorry, and also 79, 78 y 79, right? 78 and 79 today. So welcome back. We are live. We are streaming. I hope we didn't lose momentum with people participating in the chat and people being here, connecting. But I encourage you to join us if you want to participate. We are on YouTube. We're live. Estamos en directos en YouTube. The channel is Inglés Online TVE, Inglés Online TVE. And today we're going to review the content from the course, the Inglés Online TVE course. So if you follow the show on Channel 2, Televisión Española, you can find us there. You can find us here with this exclusive radio review right now, here on YouTube. So connect with us. Join the fun ask your questions. We have a lot of people writing in. Actually, we'll get to your questions right now in just a second, but let's go ahead and move into the first section with today's beginner content.
Nivel básico.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. It's that time, beginner content. People are writing in. Belen says, hi, everybody. How are you doing? Hola, ¿qué tal? Fernando says, hello, I'm Fernando from Colombia. We could, instead of I'm, you could say it's. Who is it? It's me. It's Fernando from Colombia. Belen, is everybody ready to learn? And is the teacher ready to teach us? I hope so. I'm Belen from Madrid, Spain. Yeah, because we have so many people from around the world tuned in. Yolanda, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Belen. Hi, Kyle. Hi, everybody. Belen says, hello, Yolanda. You're in one of the most beautiful parts of Spain, Santander, Cantabria. It's true. Ricardo Gallardo says, what up, bud? Kyle? Hey, Ricardo, how you doing, man? Thanks for connecting. Thanks for joining us today. Double trouble. Double episode, class 78, 79. Vamos a ver. Let's see. The first sentence from class 78 was, I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. Okay. Tengo 2 hijos y una hija. I have 2 sons. Sons. So 2 sons and 1 daughter. Now be careful with this word. Hija. We say daughter. We don't say daughter. Daughter, no. Son and daughter. So son is just like the word sol. En español, sol. En inglés, sun. The sun, el sol. Mira el sol. Ooh, the sun in the sky. The bright sun. S-U-N. But here, son as in hijo. Tengo dos hijos y una hija. I have 2 sons. 2 sons and 1 daughter. 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 Okay? So, no se dice daughter. Daughter, no. Daughter. I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. Very good. But me, I don't have any sons. No tengo hijos. No tengo hijo ni hija. I don't have a son and I don't have a daughter. Okay? But here in class number 78, the beginner sentence, I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. And class number 79, que es la clase de hoy, today's class, number 79, is my neighbors don't have any children. My neighbors, mis vecinos no tienen hijos. My neighbors don't have any children. So, children, hijos, no se dice sons. No tienen hijos. Well, they don't have sons. Sons would be male children. But when we talk about a gender neutral reference for hijos or hijas, hijos, we say children. So my neighbors don't have any children. I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. But my neighbors, mis vecinos, my neighbors don't have any children. Mis vecinos no tienen hijos. My neighbors don't have children. My neighbors don't have any children. Okay? Okay, so that is our beginner content here. From yesterday, I have 2 sons. I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. So notice, again, we're not saying, no se dice daughter, no. Da. So it's almost like when we go to the dentist. We have Jaime, our friend, our dentist friend. By the way, Jaime, where are you listening from? Are you in Spain, Jaime? No estás en Madrid. I don't think you're in Madrid. I can't remember what part of Spain Jaime is in. But I think he's in Spain. He's a dentist who listens every day and participates, and I appreciate your participation. Thank you, Jaime, for being with us. Jaime de la Cruz. But yeah, I have 2 sons, 2 hijos y una hija, and 1 daughter. And then in class number 79, which is today's class, my neighbors don't have any children. So neighbors, and you have mi barrio, se dice my neighborhood. My neighborhood. And neighbors, in Spain or in Madrid, you often refer to your neighbor. When you say your neighbors, you often refer to the people in your building, right? Mis vecinos del edificio. But in Canada, for example, where people tend to live in individual small houses, your neighbors can be just people who live in your neighborhood, tu barrio. So your neighbors are, I would say neighbors in Spanish, like when you say vecinos, it's like vecinos del edificio. Neighbors, I guess we could say for that. But in Canada, when you say neighbors, you're talking about people who live close by, maybe in the United States as well, or in other countries where people tend to live in individual houses, unlike in Madrid where most people live in edificios. They live in buildings with multiple, like apartment buildings, a block, right? So, but we would use the term neighbors in that case. But here, my neighbors don't have any children. No tienen hijos. My neighbors don't have any. So we wouldn't say they don't have children. We'd say they don't have any children. Okay, so that is our beginner content. Let's see. People are writing in. And Chema says neighbor, vecino. Neighborhood, vecindario, barrio. Exactly. And Jose Luis says, hello, Kyle. ¿Cómo se dice me gusta tu acento? Referente a la forma de hablar. I like your accent. Accent. A-C-C-E-N-T, so accent. Yes, very good. Ricardo, can you also say hood? Well, that's like boys in the hood, el barrio, eh? But the hood is a very slang term. Es como jerga. It's like slang for neighborhood, a shortened version of neighborhood, hood. Yeah, but it's slang. Yoli says, good afternoon, everybody, from South Carolina. And hi, Kyle. Hi. Yoli, how are you? ¿Qué tal? How are you, Yoli? Hello. Gemma, Webster, Jose Luis, Ricardo, Yolanda, lots of people participating. Thank you very much for your participation. Let's move on, everybody, into today's intermediate content.
Nivel intermedio.
Nivel intermedio. Intermedio. All right, the intermediate content. All right. The intermediate content, everybody, is as follows. First of all, class number 78. What are can openers for? Oh, me encanta esa pregunta, eh? What are can openers for? They're for opening cans. People use them to open cans. Oh, boy. This causes a lot of trouble. This is very interesting. Eso es muy interesante. Can openers are for opening cans. I use my can opener to open cans. So very often when you hear a sentence and it just sounds strange, there's something that's not right there. Very often it could be to or for. It could be a mistake with to or for. So when we use the verb to be, a can opener, una abrelatas, a can opener is for opening cans. We're talking about the reason for its existence. A can opener is for opening cans. The verb to be, it is for opening cans. And then if we want to talk about the verb to open, we want to talk about a specific use, let's say, I use my can opener to open cans. No se dice, I use my can opener for opening cans. No. I use my can opener to open cans. But can openers are for opening cans. Oh. Cigarette lighters. Un mechero, a cigarette lighter, is for... What is a cigarette lighter for? What is a cigarette lighter for? A cigarette lighter is for lighting cigarettes. But I use my cigarette lighter to light candles. Velas. Porque no fumo. Because I don't smoke. So cigarette lighters are for lighting cigarettes, but I use my cigarette lighter to light candles. Okay? Porque no fumo, because I don't smoke. Okay. So what are can openers for? They're for opening cans. People use them to open cans. Estoy aquí para ayudarte. I'm here to help you. Un abrelatas es para abrir latas, claro. A can opener is for opening cans. ¿Estás listas? Estas listas. Tengo aquí un par de listas, ¿eh? Estas listas son para mejorar tu inglés. These lists are for improving your English. Hice estas listas para mejorar tu inglés. I made these lists to improve your English. I made them to improve your English. Un calendario es para saber la fecha. A calendar is for knowing the date. Llevo un reloj para saber la hora. I wear a watch to know the time. You see that? Watches are for telling time. I wear a watch to know the time. So when we use the verb to be, the verb to be, a watch is for knowing the time or for telling the time. I wear my watch to know the time. Hey, Mina is writing in from Iran. Juanjo, did you know that? Tenemos aquí a Mina. Our friend Mina is writing in from Iran. She's in the metro station in Iran. Cool. Nice to have people from all around the world connecting. Hello from South Carolina. Belen says, a pair of scissors are for cutting things. I use a pair of scissors to cut things. Exactly. Very good. A stapler is for stapling papers. I use my stapler to staple to staple my scripts. Mis guiones, my scripts. This is my script, mi guion, for the show, for the drive time show at least. All right? So, what are can openers for? They're for opening cans. I use them to open cans. Okay. Now, class number 79. They weren't hungry enough to eat another one. So they were hungry, but they weren't hungry enough. No tenían suficiente hambre. ¿No? Suficientemente hambre. Does that sound good to you, Juanjo? No tienen suficiente hambre, right? They weren't hungry enough. They weren't hungry enough. So not enough. I'm hungry enough to eat a horse, we could say. I'm hungry enough to eat a big hamburger. I'm hungry enough to eat anything right now. I'm hungry. Hungry enough to... They weren't hungry enough to eat another one. So, they went to the restaurant and they each had 3 pieces of pizza. There was still several pieces of pizza left, so they weren't hungry enough. They weren't hungry enough to eat another one. Watch this. If you're watching on YouTube, watch this. I'm going to lift the table. Watch this, Juanjo. I'm going to lift the table. I'm going to lift the table. Watch me. I'm lifting the table. No, I can't do it. Es que no puedo. I can't do it. Because I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to lift the table. The table isn't light enough for me to lift it. The table isn't light enough, or it's not light enough for me to lift. The table isn't light enough for me to lift. I'm not strong enough to lift the table. Right? I'm going to put my... Actually, I'm going to put this big book. I have a book here. It's quite large. I'm going to put it in my pocket. Actually, no, I can't. Es que no puedo. My pocket is not big enough to hold the book. My pocket is not big enough to hold the book. The book isn't small enough to fit cabe, no cabe. It won't fit in my pocket. My pocket isn't big enough to hold the book. The book isn't small enough to fit in my pocket. So the sentence today, they weren't hungry enough. To be hungry. Tener hambre, to be hungry. Not to have hunger, to be hungry. Hungry. Limpiando cristales ahí, ¿no? O el espejo. Hungry, 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 hungry. They weren't hungry enough to eat another one. I asked them, hey, ¿quieres otro? Do you want another one? And they said, no. We're not hungry enough to eat another one. We're not hungry enough to eat another one. Otro, right? Another one. Another piece of pizza. Another hamburger. Another sandwich. Another croquette. Hey, do you want another croquette? No. I'm too full. I'm not hungry enough. I'm too full to eat another one. I'm not hungry enough to eat another one. Right? No tengo suficientemente hambre. No? I'm not hungry enough to eat another one. I'm too full. I'm not strong enough. I'm trying to lift the table, but I'm not strong enough to lift the table. I'm too weak to lift the table. The table isn't light enough for me to lift it. Right? It isn't light enough for me to lift it. I want to touch the ceiling, but I'm not tall enough to touch the ceiling. Right? The ceiling isn't low enough for me to touch. Okay? Yes, Belen says adjective, adverb plus enough. This coffee's not cold enough to drink. The car doesn't run enough. Okay, yeah. I'm hungry enough to learn more and more English. Is that correct? I'm hungry to learn more and more English. Yeah, you can say that. Sure. Webster says a calculator for calculating things. I use it to do my math problems. Very good. Good example, Webster. Enough plus noun. There aren't enough chairs in this room for the meeting. Very good. Good. Well done. Hey, let's push forward, everybody. Let's go ahead and have a look at today's advanced content.
Nivel avanzado.
All right, everybody, nivel avanzado. I should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on my house. To put down a deposit. I should have saved. I should have saved enough money. Debería haber ahorrado. O ahorrado, ¿no? Sí, ahorrar dinero. Ahorrado. 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 Saved, everybody. Juanjo and I, it's a team effort. It's teamwork. I should have saved enough money to put down a deposit, right? We say, so when you go to buy a house, ahorrado. Yeah, people are writing in. Belen says, ahorrado, Kyle. Claro que sí. Thank you very much. I feel like my students, when I'm teaching them English and I correct them, they say, what did I say? Wasn't I saying it right? Well, what did I say? Yeah, evidently I was saying it wrong. But anyway, I should have saved enough money to put down a deposit. So when you go to buy a house, you make a deposit and then the rest you make payments, right? So you make a deposit for a certain percentage of the value and then you make payments over and over. So I should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house by the time we tied the knot. By the time we got married, right? So to tie the knot is a way to say to get married. To casarse. To tie the knot. But to get married. I should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house by the time we tied the knot. By the time we got married. Maybe. Good idea. But that's the sentence today. I should have. Debería haber ahorrado. Saved enough money. Saved up. You can say save or saved up. Enough money. Enough money to put down a deposit on a house. To put down a deposit. To pay a deposit. We say to put down a deposit on a house by the time we tie the knot. Is he tying the knot? Is he getting married? He's tying the knot, right? Okay. Number 79, class number 79, everybody. This is actually today's class. Today we're doing a review. Estamos repasando 78 y 79, 78 and 79, 2 for the price of 1. He was supposed to do it. He shouldn't have left it for you. He was supposed to do it. It was his job to do it. He was supposed to do it. He shouldn't have left it for you. He shouldn't have left it for some. So to leave, dejar algo. To leave something, and leave something for someone else. Right? Like I have, for example, there's some books here that maybe Dave wants to use. He's going to come and do his show in a few minutes, so I'll leave them for him. Or there's a pitcher of water. I often have a glass of water during the show, and the rest of the water, I will leave it for Dave. I will leave the rest for him. I will leave it here. I will allow it to remain here. I'll let it sit there. I'll let it stay. I'll leave it here. I'll leave it there for him. But here he was supposed to do it. He shouldn't have left it for you. So it sounds to me like they're talking about some work. That this person was supposed to do some work and they didn't. They didn't do the job that they were supposed to do, and they left the work for someone else. He was supposed to do it. He shouldn't have left it for you. Okay, and that is our final sentence today. He was supposed to do it. He shouldn't have left it for you. Lots of people writing in. Yes. Yolanda says, go for the adjective. In Spanish, sounds for suficientemente hambriento. Well, but in English, anyway, to be hungry enough. I'm hungry enough to eat a horse. That's why I have to go. That's my cue to leave. But thank you for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching and joining us today. Inglés Online TVE. Be sure to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, and we'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the program for you. Tomorrow we'll review class number 80. Mañana, my gosh, flying through the content. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.